Thank you, Joe, for putting this together, and thank you, Malvern Books, for hosting this. We used to do this on Huff's birthday when he was alive, and I can't believe it's been like 17 years since that happened. We meet there at Dolce Vita quite a few years in a row, I think, and it was always a really nice night, really special night. And then he passed, and then we got together a couple times, and there was a length of years we didn't do it, and then when Malvern Books showed up, we have a home for it again, so I'm really happy about that. And next time it's the 20th, or his 90th birthday is next year, so that'll be cool. Larry read a poem with rain. I don't know who's going to do it, but I'll ask Santa Claus or something. Someday I would love for somebody to collect all of Albert's poems about rain and put them all in one place. There's so many, and they're so beautiful, and that they all feel like the rain is falling on you. I found this postcard he sent out in 1988. Christmas at the laundromat. Two middle-aged boozers finishing off a six-pack, no laundry in sight, talking of football, dressed for sleeping out. Larry, a young hippie, comes in and tells them they can come over to his place and watch TV. He'll be gone, but he'll leave the door unlocked. Maybe later, says the fat one. Larry goes out. They stand on drinking, talking authoritatively of this and that. After a while, the smaller one goes next door to the stop and go and comes back carrying a bag by the neck. Let's go to Larry's, he says. All right, says the other casually. Banners trailing, they go out the door. I sit and watch the dryer whirl. Christmas 1988. It reminds me kind of like a Robert Frank photograph or Crave or song. This is from a really beautiful book, Why I Write in Coffee Houses and Diners. Effort. It's all about effort. Effort to meet the day. Effort to put one foot in front of the other. Effort to walk erect. Effort to support some intolerable and unknown burden. Effort to hold the eyes open. Effort to focus eyes and attention. If we're intended to be in a body, then why is everything so difficult? Why is it like operating an unfamiliar and recalcitrant machine from the outside? Effort to pray. Effort to believe there is somebody out there hearing the prayer, crazy enough to make a world like this, but sane enough to intervene. Effort to hold back the darkness. Effort to hold back the darkness. Effort to hold back the darkness. Effort to... And then I found this one. I wrote about him, I don't know when. Albert's way of walking. He sat in cafes and smoked and drank coffee and wrote and shared what he wrote with the people who worked in the cafes and became friends with them and sat with them and smoked and drank coffee and talked and then wrote some more. He had a funny way of walking. I just learned it was because the nerves in his legs that told his brain where the ground is weren't working anymore. So every step must have felt like stepping into an abyss. It makes total sense now, but I had no idea. I lived in the same apartment building he did on the second floor, and he'd walk back to the mailbox and back about 10 or 15 times a day to mail his poems. And his walk was very slow and very kind of, I don't know if you could imitate it. It was very interesting walk and effort. It was a lot of effort, obviously. that was really interesting when I found out the reason for that. I always like this one. Heart song. On the doorstep of your heart, a beggar stands. It is yourself, wanting to get in. It is very cold. You've been gone a long time. You do not think you'll be remembered. You knock on the door. The sound of your knocking echoes and re-echoes on the still air. It is getting colder. You wonder how long you can stand there in the cold, waiting. The echo of your knocking dies and there is silence all around you. It is evening. The night approaches. You wonder where you will go, who will take you in. On the doorstep of your heart, a beggar stands. It is yourself. This just jumped out at me tonight on my way over here. And he has so many books and so many poems. Every now and then you'll see one and it's like, I never saw that before. And that was the experience I had with this tonight. Called Firmament. Written October 2nd, 1999. I always love too, dates, you know, it has dates on everything. It's brilliant. Firmament. I wanted to tell him that when you come back to a place, it was never the same. But he was young and he had a lot more places to go and a lot more to come back to before he understood. Before he understood that it's like we have a psychic body, just like our real one, and every parting is a wound, and every coming back is another. And on our journey, we leave a trail of blood across our particular cosmos, and the wounds heal, but leave scars. And sometimes at night, those scars glow because they're the record of our journey, and there is a record for every journey, not one the same. From the beginning of time, and sometimes at night, all those scars glow at once, and it's like a million stars lighting up the night. It's like our scars and the stars are one, crossing and recrossing each other through the darkness. I'm going to end with another one that is always one of my favorites. He wrote it at Dulce Vita, April 23rd, 1999, called Parting. Two old women hugging goodbye. It may be the last time. Courage to meet the day. Death looms. Hemingway chose his lions, but the lion that got him wasn't the lion he chose. Say goodbye. Hug tight. The night is cold. We're here for a little while. Savor the sweetness. Hold the fragrance in your nostrils. Hug tight. Time is a blessing and a sorrow. Hug tight. Hug tight. The night is long. Thanks.